Hey everybody, Fragrant Array here for a first of a two-parter Alba.
Two-parter. What game we doing?
We are doing Mass Effect
Never
1.
played it for more than
Yes,
an
you did.
hour. Played for like an hour and a half. Why am I
But the
here?
funny part was, I was there with you the entire time.
Well, yeah, because I didn't want to look online, so I'm like, I'll just use you. You're a guide.
Yeah, I am. A lot of people call me the living Mass Effect guide. It's scary.
I've been called many names, none appropriate for this video, but continue.
But this is one of my all-time favorite series of games. This is probably my second favorite series total, because my first is Metroid.
Boom. There you go.
Bam.
I was going to ask, but now I don't even. Looks like you can read my mind.
I can. I love Metroid. You should know that by now.
Yeah, you're right.
I talk about it enough.
True.
This series, I feel, is just utterly fantastic. And for those of you on the PS3, usually some of these videos can work for you in the PS3. You're shut out of luck on this one.
Yeah, next one you'll be fine.
Yes, which we may do soon. Winky face.
Winky emoticon.
But this has a whole ton of achievements, and I know you didn't like what I'm about to say about this game, but this game requires a minimum of 3 playthroughs
Fuck that.
with a possibility of 2 others.
Fuck that even more.
The nice thing, though, is unlike any game that requires multiple playthroughs, you're not just doing one thing in each playthrough. You're doing multiple things. So it's not like you're just doing, I need to beat it on hard. You're doing, I need to beat it on hard and do these few other things along the way. So I guess it's okay because you're not just doing one thing.
I guess, but
And you can also experience the game in different ways. 'Cause
if you
each
like the
time-
game, then, it's perfect for you.
Yes, and even if you're okay with the game, you can definitely experience different ways. And you will start cutting down your game time by the time you beat your third full playthrough.
By the time you've sank 70 hours in this game.
My full completion time, when I got my completion time on it, was 52 hours, which for an RPG isn't bad, and that was completion.
There's nothing wrong with this game. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't hate it. I'm just not a fan of RPGs.
Hey, I understand. I was even trying to get you through that, and then you were like, "I'm enjoying it." Then you just stopped and you didn't pick it back up.
No. Then I got into the Mako, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I can see that. But so enough of us talking about this thing in a whole nebulous sense, as we've been talking about. Let's dig into the achievements of Commander Shepard's first expedition into space, and I'm putting my fist up in the air like
Hooray. Like Rudy, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, rah. But so first off, we're going to talk about the completion achievements. These are for beating the game. There's 5 achievements: Medal of Honor, Tactician, Long Service Medal, Distinguished Combat Medal, and Medal of Valor. Medal of Honor is just to complete the game. You're going to get that no matter what. Next up is Tactician, where you have to complete a playthrough with shield damage greater than health damage. You're probably going to get that in your first playthrough anyway.
Yeah.
Then complete 2 Mass Effect playthroughs. You're going to get that one doing all 3.
Mm-hmm.
Complete 1 Mass Effect playthrough on the hardcore and beat 1 on Insanity. So there alone is 3 playthroughs. Because you don't unlock Insanity until you beat it on hardcore. And you don't unlock hardcore until you beat it 1 time.
Jeez.
Up next, you got Power Gamer, which is to reach
I
level...
I like the names of these achievements.
Yeah, Power Gamer and Extreme Power Gamer. Which, to get 50, you'll probably get 50 on possibly your first playthrough. But you will not get Extreme Power Gamer until your third.
There's that much of a gap between 50 and 60?
There's that much of a gap between 58 and 60.
Oh, okay.
Like, I hit 57 or so on my second playthrough. I did not get 60 until almost the end of my third. That's how much XP is required.
What? Is your character, like, maxed out at that point?
Well, fairly maxed out. You will max out every skill you need. It's like, oh, I need more fitness. Yeah,
Gotcha.
stuff like that. Moving on, we have the abilities for the soldier, which is all of the guns. So you get about 150 kills in each, which you can, when you get the DLC, the Pinnacle Station, there's just modes you can boot up and go, hey, kill a bunch of dudes, and you just grind them out there if you want to.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Same thing goes for all the biotic abilities, which there's a whole bunch.
Is that like the Force? I never used biotics in the game once.
Kinda. Ish.
Alright, we're going to just say that's the Force.
Yeah, the nice thing about those is that you can cast them on anything that you can target. So it doesn't have to be enemies. You can target if you can target like a wall switch, you can cast them on there in the count.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, you just have to get to the level where you can unlock them. That's where the semi playthroughs get through. You just have to unlock the abilities. And then you have the engineer abilities, which is dampening, AI hacking, overload sabotage, and neural shock. Those have to be cast on somebody. And AI hacking has to be on a synthetic enemy like the Geth. It cannot be done on a dude, obviously. Like, I'm going to hack your AI. And the guy's like, huh?
Joke's on you, I'm a human, haha!
The nice part is that in the Pinnacle Station, there's entire groups where you just fight Geth. So you can just grind it out there, too.
There you go.
So you can see, so far not
Not
terrible.
Well, Pinnacle Station definitely does help with a lot of these grindy stuff.
Yes, it does. I think that's one of the reasons why they did the DLC.
Yeah.
And then the other reason why you need to do multiple playthroughs, the majority achievements.
Yeah.
You have to beat the game with the majority with every single person you can recruit, and there's 6.
And you can only have 2 at a time.
If you do it correctly, you will unlock these achievements by around the halfway point.
Now, nobody knows exactly what they mean by majority of the game, do they?
Yeah, it's kind of nebulous, because it has to do with how many main story missions you do and how many secondary quests you do. Now, what really helps out with this is the Bringing Down the Sky DLC. What that does is that actually adds like 4 or so main story quests to your total.
And can you access this DLC like whenever?
Yes.
Right.
So you can just go do it and you're done. There's no post game though, so you have to do it before the post game, obviously.
Oh, does the game let you know like, oh hey, this is the point of no return?
I'll just say this to anyone who hasn't played it: before you go to Ilos, you have to do this.
Oh.
It's all you got to know. But the order in which to get these achievements easily is you go to the Citadel, you do the Liara stuff, which is the unknown cluster. Go back to the Citadel, do all the missions there, do Novaria, go back to the Citadel, and then when you're on Pharos, before you leave the starting area, like you get a bunch of quests in the beginning, like go hunt for food.
Mm-hmm.
When you do all those quests, you'll unlock the completion achievements. And that's about the halfway
Or
point.
at least you hope you will.
Yes.
If you did it correctly.
Yes, if you do it like in that order, doing all the quests you can get in each of those areas, it'll kind of like square off, simmer down by a while. You'll unlock those achievements easily. And like your later playthroughs, like I had to do an extra playthrough because I kind of fucked up my first one.
Whoops.
I got my my Ashley achievement at that point, and that was maybe 5 hours in. So it's not terrible, but you kind of have to know what you're doing.
Well, yeah.
The first time you're not gonna do it easily. The second and third time you're gonna nail them.
So the first time you play, you should just stick with 2 people all the way to the end.
You have to do it with every single playthrough.
Oh, okay.
Until you unlock the achievement, then you can put in whoever you want.
All right.
And that's it for the actual game. Then we have 2 pieces of DLC we already mentioned, which is Bringing Down the Sky, which has 1 achievement, which is to beat Bringing Down the Sky.
Can't miss that one.
Yeah, I hope not. And then Pinnacle Station, which is to do all the missions in Pinnacle Station, because there's little missions. So that's going to do it for us in Mass Effect 1. I mean, I love this game. I can see why some people may not. It's a little rough in the combat.
Yeah.
A little rough.
All right. I don't know what the hell that was. You want to say that again?
I said it's a little rough in the combat.
I just did it again. Are you serious?
They're both staying in now.
Okay, yeah. All right. Keep going.
Okay. So check back tomorrow where we're definitely actually doing Mass Effect 2.
We
So
are.
see you
A
tomorrow.
game I've not played, so that should be great.
I know. Doodles.